morning or good afternoon or good evening. My name is James. I'm super grateful that you're in this program. This is one of the first training videos that you're going to go through. And funny enough, it's not actually going to be all about nutrition and workout and all of this stuff. Um, and before, this is really going to be about mindset. This is going to be about you starting a lasting change in your life. And so before we even start, I want you to relax a little. I want you to actually, take a second and close your eyes. I'm going to close my eyes too. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to just relax for a second and take a deep breath with me through your nose and out your mouth. So deep breath in through your nose, big breath, and then we're going to exhale through our mouth and just let anything that doesn't serve you go. Do two more deep breaths in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. So deep breath in through the nose, and then exhale and just release anything that does not serve you anymore. Any negativity, any stress, anything. One more deep breath in through your nose. Soften through your shoulders, through your back, through your legs. Just let your body relax and exhale through your mouth and let everything go. Slowly kind of wiggle your toes, bring yourself back a little bit, gently open up your eyes. So again, super grateful that you're here. We're going to start with something really, really powerful. And this is going to be a little bit deep. This stuff is stuff that I learned on a transformation journey that I performed, and it changed my life forever. And I'm telling you, if you give me 5 minutes of your time, this may be the most important presentation that you see in the next in this program that you do here. So welcome to the beginning of this. Before we go into anything, we're going to talk about mindset, and I'm going to bring religion in here. And if you're not religious, that's okay. Just know that like the Bible, I believe, speaks truth, like deep rooted truth in reality, right? Just things that really are true. And so it says here, for as he thinks in his heart, so is he, right? And so as you believe you are, you will be. And so let's get into it here. I'm super excited for this. Sorry. Hold on. All right. First thing I want to talk about is the power of faith over belief. So you may believe that you can go through this program and you can make a lasting change in your health, right? And hopefully you do believe that. The problem with the difference is belief. When you have belief, there is uncertainty that remains in belief. You believe you can do it, but there is some uncertainty, right? When you have faith in something, you have ultimate trust in a power greater than yourself, whether it's God, whether it's whatever, this ether, whatever the world we're in, right? Like you have trust in something greater. There is not a doubt in your mind, right? Faith is the absence of all fear and all doubt in your mind. Faith is a sense of inner knowing. It's a belief greater than yourself that you can do this. And so we want to have faith in yourself, and you should, and this may take time. But just understanding, like, don't just believe that you can do this. Have an unknowing faith in yourself that you will do this because you will. And if you have faith that you can, then you will. And so the Bible says here now, faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Right? And you may not see your future right now, but if you have faith in it and we start to visualize it, it will be brought into reality. I know some of this stuff might be deep, but I promise if you give me some time here, this stuff is real. So having faith over belief. Now, what does the Bible say about faith, right? Matthew says, all things that you ask for in prayer, believing you shall receive, right? So anything that you ask for in prayer, anything that you just think about, prayer isn't just asking God, right? Prayer is the everyday thoughts you have. Prayer is in your head like, oh, I wish I could do this. I hope I do this. I want to do this, right? Anything you ask for in prayer, you shall receive, right? Believing, right? Having faith, you shall. It doesn't say anything you ask for that you believe in might happen. It says anything that you ask for, if you have faith in it, if you believe it, you shall receive it. You will, right? The word shall is a definite. And that is true. Anything you believe, you will receive if you have true faith in it. And so don't worry about like how you're going to get to your journey, how you're going to get to your results. First, you need to have the mindset. Your faith must come before your results. If you don't believe that you can do this, it won't happen. You have to have faith in yourself, and you should. God promises, God's promises require us to believe in them for them to happen, right? And I truly believe it starts with our mindset here. And so having faith that you can do this, right? This is a cool thing too. Like it gets deep here, but everything around you started as a thought. And I want you to think about this. Everything that you see in the world, right, was created by a thought. This little cat pad that I have. Somebody thought about this first before it was created. They said, "I'm going to make them something to write on." And how am I going to do that? They didn't know how they were going to do it until they actually believed and had the thought of doing it first, right? And so we can think up something in our mind. That's the first thing. Thinking, where do you want to go? What is your goal? Then we use materials and we in this program to craft that. But everything starts in your mind before it becomes physical. Every single thing in the world, a water bottle, a desk, a car, every single thing was thought before it was created. And so kind of like here, like in the beginning was the word. Through him all things were made. In the beginning was the idea. And so this is where we're starting, right? With your belief around what you want to accomplish. And the power of thought and visualization. The more that you think about these things, the more that you visualize the person you want to be, the healthy version of you, the more that you feel like it's already yours, the quicker it will happen. And so, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you shall have received it and it will be yours, right? Another verse like this, right? Whatever you believe in, whatever you ask for, it will be yours if you believe it. This is a formula here called TFAR. And so your thoughts create feelings. Your thoughts create feelings. Those feelings then push you to take an action. Say you're thinking, oh, it's been a while since I had food. You see an ice cream truck. You immediately think, ice cream. Now all of a sudden you start feeling hungry. That hunger feeling pushes you to go out and get in your car and drive to the store and take an action to get the result of being hungry and then being full, right? And getting that ice cream, right? So I know it sounds funny, but that's true. Like your thoughts, but where you want to go in this journey will create feelings inside, right? Those feelings, like of how you feel, excited, feeling lighter in your skin, confident, healthy, less brain fog, clear. The thoughts of where you want to go create those feelings. You feel confident, you feel healthy and light. Those feelings will create actions in this world and for you. And so your thoughts inspire feelings. Those feelings push you to take action. Those actions are what is going to change your life. But it all starts with where you think. There is a divine energy that connects everything in this world, whether or not it's God and Christianity or a different religion, right? Like there is an energy, there is something here, right? Something created us. Um, and there is one power that permeates and penetrates and fills all spaces. And so science says, right, that 99% of an atom, right? Science says everything is made up of atoms, right? And you can actually see those atoms on a scope. But 99% of it is empty space, right? You have like your neutron or your proton, whatever the things are, right? But 99% of an atom is empty space. That's like a scientific fact. And I want you to think about this for a sec. If 99% of an atom is empty space and everything is made up of atoms, then that means that 99% of everything is empty space. 99% of this bottle is empty space. If it's made up of atoms and only 1% of that atom is a molecule, 99% of this is empty space. So I want to ask you, like, is it really empty space? Or is it some form of energy or power? And I know this is deep, but this is something that changed my life. The idea, right, that there is energy all around us. Things, if 99% of an atom is empty space, what is the 99%? It's a formless energy. It is these things around us, right? That people have measured. It's this non-physical, formless energy that fills all spaces and containers. In that reality, that is called the ether. That is called this energy of the world, whatever you want to believe that it is. And that energy fills everything. And so that energy is affected by how you think, right? Our thoughts create everything around us. And so you must first change the quality of your thoughts. A lot of us think negative. And because your thoughts interact with the ether, just like I said, right? So before weight loss, before you balance hormones, before you reduce your stress, you must believe it's possible. And so you must see yourself at your goal. You must feel the emotions of success now and trust the process with faith, not just belief, but true faith, right? Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. These are like religious things, right? Like whether or not you believe in religion, this is a deep rooted truth in the world that I've seen proven over and over and over again. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The way you think is what will transform you. I promise you. It's so interesting to me. And I know probably a lot of people have not thought about this stuff before. And so we're going to start with a practice called the perfect day vision. And so you're going to journal what your perfect day looks like. And in that video will tie with this, and there'll be a whole different one. But basically, you're going to imagine yourself in the future journaling as if you already have it. I am 50 pounds lighter. I feel amazing. I have energy. I'm going out and I'm doing XYZ, and I have a family and whatever it is, right? And reflecting on what that looks like and feeling as if you already have it. And that's going to be something that we'll practice at the beginning. And so remember, these are the things to remember. Your action steps, right? Faith over fear. Trust in this plan. Trust in yourself. Remember that your thoughts create everything. Your thoughts are so important. And so what you think becomes reality. So believe that you can get there. Think that you can get there. Your thoughts create the feelings and create the actions. And visualize this stuff daily. Start beginning to believe and have faith and visualize what that version of you looks like in the future, because you will get there. And that version of you will happen when you visualize it. If you don't imagine who you're going to become, how are you actually going to get there? Right? And, Scripture as foundation, that's just something that I believe in. But your commitment today, starting today, I want you to say this out loud. And I'll give you a second. Starting today, I choose to believe in my transformation. I choose to have faith that my health goals are already mine. Take a second and say that out loud. And so I hope you did it. Let's connect. This is your reflection here. I want you to message me a takeaway from today. What resonated with you about this? What did you learn? It could be you could message me a faith statement about your health journey, like saying that you have faith in yourself. You could describe a perfect day if you want, or a personal goal that you're claiming with faith right now. Message me a takeaway, message me something that you learned, something that you're excited about. Say a positive thing, even if you don't believe it. Like, I have faith, I will X, Y, Z. I want you to message me. I want you to put it into the world, and then it will happen, right? And so I know this is a little long, very important mindset video here. We're going into the program with a positive mindset, having belief and faith in yourself and me as your coach. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Hope you have a very blessed, very great week ahead of you. And just go ahead and message me something that you learned here. And I hope you have a great day.